Hello, club members. Welcome to another episode of the Redacre Neighborhood Watch. How are you doing tonight? I know it's a little bit strange that we have going on at this time, so thank you for showing up and supporting us. Also, thank you for everyone who has been supporting us lately. We've had the ability to add 17 new giveaway items or away give items to our vault. If you have not seen them in our Discord in the away give channel, there are 17 new goodies for you to look at, including some more complex pieces and some fun new eye-shaped ones. So if you haven't seen them, maybe take a look. You might like them. Of course, all the money that's earned goes towards the next month's giveaways, and you can also support in non-monetary ways just by being active in chat, inviting people to watch, hosting the channel, all that good stuff. Of course, we want to plug the Discord and say that the following lore and speculation in the episode is gathered by our wonderful lore hounds using information from the interaction archive in the Discord. And if you want to find those transcripts, you can visit the archive and discuss them further in spoilers and speculation. We, of course, want to remind everyone that we do try to raid after each episode, and we try our very best to raid a newbie to TBC so that we can welcome them to the game and the community, and oftentimes just really freak them out by using sleeper lines. I'm just going to say it's really fun. Also, of course, we are known for our great and wonderful audio issues, so if at any point you can't hear someone, or you hear them too much, or anything like that, just let us know in chat. And remember that we're counting Zayden screams. So Winterfrost is our person that's going to help us count this time. So if you hear one, call it out. We, of course, always want to give a giant thank you to our lore hounds. So this month we had RK, Dana, and Maxwell. Thank you so much for your hard work. We actually have an announcement. Maxwell is going to be stepping down as one of our lore hounds this month. And we just wanted to thank him so much for everything that he's contributed to help the Redacre Neighborhood Watch run smoothly through all the volunteer hours, sifting through interactions, the giveaways that he's donated, and just all the ways that he's supported us. So he's actually here tonight with us. So thank you, Max, from all of us at Redacre Neighborhood Watch.
It was a pleasure.
Yay! So we have also asked somebody, ZapTap, one of our Redacre reporters, to step up into those giant shoes that Maxwell's leaving behind. So we are very excited for ZapTap to be on this next coming month's Lorehound team. So welcome to the team, Zap. And of course, we want to just reiterate and thank everyone for their hard work to keep all of this going. So speaking of gathering lore, we had a suggestion in the Discord to have some type of lore channel. And we've come up with a hopefully fun, on-brand, on-theme little tip system. So there's going to be a channel called Tinfoil and Theories where club members can either submit lore or tinfoil, the speculation or theories. So if you want to submit a lore tidbit, something maybe you learned during an encounter, you can submit it in this channel by using !lore and then typing out your message. And if you have a theory or speculation, any of that, you can submit it by typing !tinfoil and then your message. Don't worry, this is a lot of information. We've given examples and explanations, so when that channel goes live, which will probably be right after this, you'll be able to go and check out the differences between the two. Now, through all of that, previously on the Redacre Neighborhood Watch, the last time we broke through Chorus's radio wave embargo, we talked about Weka and her hunger for justice. Wait. That's wrong. Her hunger for revenge. Yes, that's right. We talked about the ever-creeping, creepy tendrils of sundown talks. We talked about Dax and Gwen in desperate need of dream journals after sharing Headspace and Messenger DMs with local voices. Today we're going to be talking about names. You want them? We got them. Redacre's baby book is finally finding some entries and information from our local tinfoil roll, Devin. Speaking of, they were here just a second ago. But where did Devin go? Is it time to turn to milk cartons? Put some pictures on those? We'll talk more about it. We'll also talk about the unwavering vendetta of a granny scorned. And finally, we'll also talk about strange voices rooted in Toppenish who speak in images and possibly post-its. We're not sure on that one. So, of course, get ready for lots of lore, lots of speculation, and of course, we're always reading your comments, questions, and theories, so type away. Now, before we jump out of the boxcar and get our gumshoes on, we want to introduce this month's cast, which is someone you've already heard a little bit from, but we have Maxwell, aka Measured Moth.
I'm glad to be here.
Woohoo! We also have up here, perched like a bird, Finch, our guest.
Hello.
And of course,
Happy to be here.
It wouldn't be Redacre Neighborhood Watch without this slinky, creepy little boy over here, Zayden.
Hello, it's me, Zayden, everyone's favorite screamy boy. They say on my 10,000th scream I'll shatter the moon, but luckily for humanity, I'm only my 100th, so...
Please don't elicit any more screams. We don't want him to grow further. Okay? Do not feed the creepy cryptid, please. Alright, we'll set out on a mission and we'll start talking theories. Yes, still has that creepy mask, 100% loves to shove it in my face. It's great. It never gets old.
Precaution. That's funny.
It's a little bit of precaution.
Alright, so Devin reached out to a team of club members mentioning that their music teacher, who may be our resident feral Stanek, sent them a message in the form of some names. So we got Ray Santos, a police chief who moved in 3 years ago with no older resident family, and Everest. I'm going to butcher this completely. I'm so sorry. You know what? I'm not even going to try. Yep. Lawyer. They died 20 years ago and argued for Redacre to be ratified as an official town in the United States maps, despite the legal oversight of the name. Supposedly, Redacre was added to a federal map, inherited a bunch of rights to the point because people assumed it was real. Apparently, at one point, the town didn't even have a mayor, though BL got the paper trail started officially. And Devin contacts another group and gives info on an art teacher called Olivia Perdici, who were one of the few individuals allowed to go in and out of Redacre freely. Man, I love these names, but I'm so bad at pronouncing them, sorry.
You're doing just fine.
On the topic of names, we did get some new names from Devin. Apparently Tit came, dropped by some friends, asked if they wanted to send a message to Devin full of names to look up in order to grab their attention. Kids agree, and he sends a message via Stanek to Devin. So we got the name Graham Culver, who had two people living with him, Carrie and Sharon, with records of them both moving in but soon departing. Came in as a contractor, but stayed so long they allowed him to buy a house to live in and remain in Redacre. Apparently, the unknown caller also had family within Redacre, which they might not have been aware of, but that is something to look into further. There was also an Omar Unzaman, a previous mayor of Redacre, who had a big memorial, was extremely loyal to the town, and a Myron Trips, who is still alive, second and possible new mayors after Omar. When his opponent vanished, the election was delayed. It's currently guessed to be acting in the role of mayor under another title.
He's gotta be sus, right? I mean,
absolutely.
I feel like it has to be if your opponent just goes missing, like, all eyes on you in the center of the ring, just like a mayor. Mm-hmm.
A circus.
Mm-hmm. No, a
mayor. I'm sorry, but as a Britney stan, I have to finish it. But anyway.
We're gonna get taken down. You sound too much like Britney.
We're gonna get copyrighted. I know. Oh my god, my bad. Sorry. No, Queen of Pop, never.
All right, so that actually brings us to our first. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does.
It doesn't. No, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
You were making me second.
It does.
I'm gonna bring you down here and throw you off the edge. That's what I'm gonna do.
No.
That brings us to our first away give of the podcast, which is an art commission slot with none other than Finch Kell themselves. I know, very exciting.
That is so cool.
For those of you who don't know, Finch is the one that did our wonderful, adorable, amazing, iconic icons that, that light up and don't light up. I guess I can't think of what the other word is. But all I'm saying is enter that giveaway.
I look at the pin drive, by the way. This is nice.
Looking forward to the winner.
So many people are smashing that giveaway button. Oh man, I would too. I would too. For those of you who don't know, we have Sparrow behind the scenes helping us run all the giveaways and being being fun in chat. So thank you, Sparrow. You're amazing. And I did a boo-boo, like a really bad boo-boo.
We'll manage.
All right.
Let's go!
Oh wait, quick, tell me who won. I can't see.
It is the Forest Spirit.
Congrats!
Yeah.
Absolutely congrats. That's very exciting. Obviously, you know how to contact Finch, but I can also message you after the podcast to make sure you know how to message them to get some sweet, sweet art. All right, so as we were also kind of talking about, Quiroga, our missing mayoral candidate, was mentioned by Weka as having an SAO follower for a husband. So while Milagros harbored one of SAO's enemies under their nose without even realizing it, at least at the time, wondering if that has anything to do with her disappearance. Like, I mean, did she ever know, or did she find out and that's what caused like her little kidnappy nappy? Was her husband, like, did he know that he was gonna like get his wife kidnapped? I mean, so many questions there, right? It's like a true crime novel just waiting to be written. What do you guys think?
I know that I can't remember who it was, but I was talking with a friend the other day about this, and someone mentioned the sleeper story. The one about the snake coiling in the person's skull even without them realizing it.
Mm-hmm.
Made me think about this one, because if, the husband didn't even know that they were hosting TID, then
Yeah.
it seems to match up quite a bit.
Absolutely. That's the nature of voices in general. They tend to grow at the back of your head, and before you realize that you have a friend you're talking to, responding to. So definitely.
I just can't imagine, like, what if you had that realization of, like, oh my goodness, like, I am a sleeper, I am, like, following this voice, like, at the moment that your wife gets kidnapped, and, like, all of a sudden you're realizing, like, everything that you were talking about in your sleep was, like, actually aiding your, like, wife being taken. That would blow my mind. That would be so a lot to take in. Okay, so also, speaking of ex-SAO friendos, I guess. So when Weka was a watcher, they asked where she would be taken to, and they were told, where does one go who does not have a home? And it is assumed that the barracks, but the records don't line up, with intake records far exceeding the amount of individuals recruited. SAO may not lie, but their numbers sure seem to.
Oh, perhaps SAO just can't count.
Maybe not past 2, right?
Past 1, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess one would have been a better joke. I make your
so
joke
funny.
better? All right, I'm going to pass the baton and talk and hear about some theories about our dear friend Devin.
If you don't know the story, essentially an interaction with Devin, one of the club members during it, let it slip that Tid was posing a statnik to communicate with Devin. Upset about this, Devin said they really couldn't trust Tid and didn't want to believe that Tid had statnik at all and was using their phone. However, mid-conversation, there was a pause as one of the last words Devin said was, "Hold on, I hear something. I heard a noise outside the van." After this, Devin did not respond. Tid also mentions that Devin is no longer been answering their phone, and when pressed for the details, Tid thinks that it could have been the sleepers that searched the woods that we have been informed before that SAO does, and possibly it was also UC through the hunter who was able to go back to the van knowing where it was located. It was also possible that the hunter could have used Statnik also, but this is suggested by a player as well. Tid also suggested that, Tid says that Dance for Us was the one who blacked out Devin in order to make the recruitment signs. Devin was also a potential chosen of Dance for Us, and when HTS consumed her, he became aware of them, essentially who was the chosen. Devin rejected HTS and renounced all the voices loudly, almost violently, according to Tid, and HTS can't force the young to follow, but he can definitely apply pressure to do so. And Tid finds the timing of these events concerning, as before he reached out to Statnik, Devin was elusive, but now Devin is suddenly falling completely silent. He feels a regret for fooling them and hopes that they are found at some point. UC also mentions that Devin rejected following them, and those who are born to win will join voluntarily.
I mean, that just sounds, first of all, the join the voluntarily just sounds so sus because, like, okay, well then what's UC other than, like, a literal puppet right now?
Mm-hmm.
Never said anything about all their followers being there voluntarily.
That is true. Can we also just talk about this whole, like, talking to somebody and then they say, just a sec, I heard a noise outside the van, being, like, the creepiest stuff. The creepiest stuff. Like, that's so creepy to me. And they don't come back.
I'm worried for Devin. I really hope they're okay. Like, they already went missing on us that one time. It's just, please be safe.
And I feel like I felt really bad the last time that they went missing because I felt like they were all, look at my mom, like, she's missing, I need help. And then I don't feel like we really focused too hard on that story thread, and then they went missing, right? And they're like, oh, I'm just gonna do it myself if no one's gonna help me. And now they're missing again. Like, we can't fail them again. Yeah, not to mention, oh gosh, not to mention UC and Stanek being tortured. It's hard because there's just so many different, like, things that could have happened, but all of them would require, like, it's hard to know which direction to go in, you know? Oh my goodness.
It's the same two voices that always seem to be behind the sketchy stuff.
Right. Oh, El Ravager, thank you so much. We appreciate your support. Okay.
Wow.
If you had to commit to one theory of what you think happened to Devin, what would you guys pick? If you could only pick one.
Probably the hunter has them.
I don't want to commit to that theory, but I would say that's probably the case.
I also think the hunter has them.
Assume that UC would be smart enough to park their van somewhere where sleepers would be least likely to find them. Mm-hmm. And, you know, if HTS has most of UC's memories, and probably means that they know the location of the van where it was, unless Devin moved it.
That, and Devin is smart. I feel like they'd be keeping an eye on, you know, like sleeper movements and whatnot. I don't think they'd be caught that easily.
What if they're just hiding in the van the whole time? You just haven't been able to leave. Because you see them driving it. He like stopped for McDonald's, he went to go get breakfast, stopped at the Denny's afterwards, and he's just been stuck in the van the whole time.
RK says, I think Devin is just ghosting the I Dare in the club after learning we're tricking them and that they're fine.
Yeah, that's
You know,
also
something I haven't seen pulled up. What if this is the Dead Skeptics doing? Because remember the Dead Skeptics were suspicious of Devin giving out all the information. Wonder if they finally decided that was enough was enough, and they decided to take them away.
I will square up with the Dead Skeptics if that's the case. I will not hesitate.
I mean, it definitely could be.
Okay, then moving on from Devin, if that's all right. Let's talk about Grandma. So even though grandparents are supposed to be the whole advice givers, Waika came around recently asking some kids for advice about what their next course of action should be, since they'd rather enjoy getting their revenge and making SAO suffer. Waika worries that her pride will ruin her chance to do that, unfortunately. And also mentioned looking for historians or quote-unquote a damned nerd. That sounds like you. Submit a resume via the creepy mirror, I guess. You know, reach out. Hello, grandmother. Waika is still seeking out STG, citing that they both have anger in common. To serve Waika may mean that you are serving Seed the Grudge in turn. And as we are helping out Waika, someone suggested that being a part of SAO is something that they can use to spy on and assist Waika. She said that she's looking for what SAO thinks of themselves, the club, and Sundown, along with who they may favor. So she's just looking for some information scoops on Speakers One themselves.
Sorry, one more time. She wanted
sounds terrible.
nerdy kids? What was it?
Damned nerd. Maxwell.
Yeah.
Now all I can think is like, Granny brings all the nerds to the yard. Hell yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
That's a strong no, I think.
Cost you $0 to say that.
Oh my gosh, Arcade doesn't like my singing. How will I recover from this?
It's kind of curious
PMCA
considering.
drug. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. It's kind of curious the whole damn nerd thing, like with Waika being trapped in the place between for so long, and now the measure cuts is stuck in there as well. It's like, feel like those two might have something to say to each other, but I guess we won't find out till later.
True.
Maybe she's looking for like history of like what happened recently, or about while she's within the thing, and that's why she wants people that may have a lot of knowledge in it. But I particularly don't know if she wanted a historian, to be honest.
Maybe she just wants someone to play board games with. Do you ever think of that? Huh?
Are historians good at board games, Leo?
Yes, it's canon.
I like how you took a solid second for that.
She actually wants a body, eyes, and teeth just so that she can play checkers.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Totally. You heard it here first. Okay, that actually brings us to Away Give number 2. So this is another art commission giveaway, and this is for a commission slot with Mum. You may also know them as PogChamp, I believe, in the Discord. Sorry. Yes, surprise is Mum here in the chat. Make sure you smash that giveaway. Yes, I know. Mum art is so good. I finally went pleading eyes and was like, do you do art commissions, please? Give us one, please.
At me.
Hmm?
Was that at me?
No, but this is, I'm jumping as high as I can.
now. I actually did bump into that on the way down.
Oh no, RK is unfamiliar with PogChamp/Mum. We're
Time
gonna
to
get
fix
so
that.
many RK arts.
Congratulations, Novo.
Oh my gosh! An artist for an artist. I love it so much. Yes, that's me. FBI. FBI Leia. Dun dun dun. Congratulations! I am sure that you can figure out how to contact Mum, but if not, I can message you after the podcast, link you two up, and then grace us with the wonderful art that comes from that. All right, speaking of my wonderful, ethereal, operatic, glorious voice, we're going to talk about changing the song to change Redacre. Do you like that? Was a good lead in there. So, according to, now I'm, is it Waka or Waika? What have we decided? Have we learned?
I try to say Waika because that one time that HQ was talking about her for the first time, they spelled it Y-ka.
Okay.
But entirely up to you.
I will try with Waika unless we are told otherwise. So, according to Waika, everyone who is part of the song is guilty. It isn't as simple as SAO being a powerful puppet master. When the song passes judgment, all the minds within are involved. It may be a comfort to blame Lucids or the voice, but it is Redacre itself that wants Sundown and wants the club erased and wants Waika wiped from its history and memory as Joel was. Those who dream in unison may forget in the morning, but they still helped make the decision. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's a heavy,
Yikes.
that's big blame. That's a big blamey blame.
Full conversation on blame, yeah.
Yeah. So when a player mentions they have a father in town that serves SAO, Waika simply remarks, "Pray I do not find them."
It's terrifying.
Ooh, Granny's off her rocker. She's like, I just imagine like this cute little old lady who has a cane and a hunchback, and then when you look at her, she just has rows and rows and rows of sharp demon teeth. Like that's all she is. It's just like, I will eat your father. Just saying.
Yeah, grammar really freaks me out. I would not want to run into her.
Right.
It's like strange after so long from such a long time of being distanced from being human. It's like you wonder how that affects her and how that affects her willingness to mess with life and the lives of others.
Absolutely.
That's a really good point.
Considering she's dead, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point.
That is very true. Speaking of when she was not dead, so while Waika lived, she had doubts, but she did want unity overall. And you can't convince all of SAO followers to leave SAO and to like change their minds. So deep down, even though our parents say they love us, they don't think that we should be our own person and that we're vessels, and that we can excuse me, I am speaking about you but don't want you here. Okay. Anyways, so we're talking about SAO parents. So even though they love us, like deep down, they feel like that we're vessels and that what we contain should just like be poured into the great pool of consciousness, basically. Yeah, that timing though, right? Rude Lucid was like, I hear you're talking about us. Come over here. Which is, oh gosh, like that's very sad to think that like even the parents that are sleepers that maybe don't consciously know what they follow and what they stand for, like deep down must have those thoughts of like, yes, but it would be better if we were all for unity and all for one, despite if my child feels differently. Oof. Yeah, I know that Lucid heard me. I'm just saying. Go ahead, finish what were you saying?
No, just quoting one of the sleeper lines, isn't it? It's better this way whenever they knock you down.
Yeah, and I guess they really feel it. They really feel it.
They want the peace of their town, quote unquote.
Anyways, I'm going to pass the theory baton from that really sad news on to more Waika.
Yeah, let's go. 'Cause we just love talking about grammar and her cinnamon rolls. So, every day, night, and hour within SatCon, our grandma has said she's changing. She remembers the voices of children throwing obscure details at her, but when she heard her name, it made her listen in a new way. The story of Joel's death at first seemed like nonsense. She didn't remember a Joel. She says she felt a space around the name, a gap in her memory where it should be, and it began to eat at her. When she was informed that SAO took the memories, she realized the truth in the song is purified, and she understood the gap. SAO erased most evidence of him from her, but not all of it. Waka only needed to know that they took someone, his name, and how he died. From there, she was able to do the rest. Without names and a means of death, we could be making it all up. And in response to other watchers, thinking Joel and his death are a fabrication, TID comments that in the song, the stories of the lives are sanitized. Unpleasant details or even entire people vanish. In Joel's case, Kiara and Waika both know he was real. It is unlikely that Joel was the only one who SAO erased from the song. Since Joel was used to break Waika free from the song, perhaps there are other victims who can break free.
Oh my gosh. So, like, we have missing people alive in Redacre, but we also have, like, missing dead people. It's like both sides. I wonder what, like, the ghost version of a milk carton is. Just saying.
Yeah,
Ghost
dead
milk.
existing is like
Ghost
voided.
milk. Yes.
You're like not even existing.
Yeah.
You know, you die, you exist through like other people, but now you're just like
Yeah, like
highlight,
if literally no one
deleted,
remembers you.
recycle bin, empty out contents. Like it's gone.
That is the big spook.
Yeah.
Oh, are we crouching? Is that?
Yeah, we're crouching, we're wiggling.
We're crouching away. The final death. Yeah, final death. I appreciate the Vampire the Masquerade reference.
Ooh, I've been watching that.
Okay, so I mean, that was also a little sad, but you know what won't be sad? Oh, really? You know what won't be sad is tasering that person. Also, what won't be sad is talking about Kiara, because no matter what, it's just funny. Hush, Sparrow, hush.
I recognize that stalker.
There we go.
I know it's too much. Hey, I'm just getting back my dossiers that I've spent on your team. Okay? Anyway.
All right, who is going to tell us about Kiara and their sitch, their little situation?
The 11-year-old. So apparently, Kiara is also missing. Stream title. Kiara's missing. When asked if Waika knows about why Devin and Kiara haven't been home, Waika says that she knows many things, but not for free. So we're gonna need to find some more bargaining chips to figure that stuff out with her.
Why is it when I hear Devin is missing, my heart drops to my stomach and I like want to do everything to help. But when I hear Kiara is missing, I just get the giggles. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
But it's true.
At first I was gonna say you're an empath, but then you finished the sentence and I was like, oh no.
Zooming out. How about when you hear Alice is missing?
Oh, now my heart's double low.
Kiwi says we get grandma a gun.
Yeah, I do wonder where she's gone off to.
RK says, I feel like Kiara's going through the rebellious phase. Maybe she is. She's like, I didn't get picked, so I'm gonna go camp on the edge of town until someone comes and looks for me, and everyone's like, where's Devin?
I'm gonna be just like my big sibling.
Oh, I felt a little bit bad. A little bit bad for making Kiara jokes. Okay, so we know that, like, Kiara didn't get picked for the dance team, whatever. But, like, why go missing? What could they have possibly done to get, like, kidnapped? Like, invoke the wrath?
Well, no.
What?
What if it's related to Devin? Like, they're both missing.
Kiara was the one making noises outside of Devin's van.
And then Devin drop kicked her.
Oh, God.
Devin, Mom, Dad said you need to come home now.
RKO'd her.
That's, like, a good point, though. Like, what if Kiara is missing on purpose, not, like, kidnapped, you know? Like,
Against her will.
yeah, what if she went on purpose to help take down Devin? Because that's, like, very much her MO from what we know about their relationship is pretty crap. Okay, if you had to pick, between either Kiara did something naughty in rebellion against not getting picked for the team and got taken, or she got taken, or she did not get taken but is missing because she's with the crew that has Devin, what would you say? You can only pick one.
I feel like she wouldn't
That's a
have
hard
gotten
pick.
far
Yeah, dude.
where she is now without, like, being smart and level-headed about her things. So I feel like, even though she is an 11-year-old, you know, I feel like she would be a little more, at least try to be a little more rational about not getting picked.
Yeah, that is true. My deep down bones want it to, like, be that she went rogue because she's got plans for, like, the new voice pair, and she's gonna, like, bust into Sundown, guns a-blazing, and be like, that was my spot on the team. And then, like, just hurricane everything.
Yeah. Maybe she is jealous and she wants revenge. That's why she disappeared. You know, in that case, it seems like maybe her interests might align with Devin's in a way. I don't know. It could be interesting to see.
Her interests could theoretically, well, not necessarily interests, but her knowledge could align with Waika's, because obviously Waika was curious when we said that Kiara was missing, and you know, both of them being relatively trusted high up in the whole SAO order, I guess you could say, they would both, they'd have stuff to share with each other.
That's true too. I'm gonna stun this guy. Ready? Now we gotta run. Stun and run. That's my MO. Just saying. Stun and run.
A good MO.
All right. That actually brings us to another away give. Okay, so this away give is for a physical item. If you're unaware how that works, we have a channel in our Discord that is full of items that you can choose from. It does require you to give me your mailing address, so you need to either have permission to give that or be old enough to give that permission to yourself, however that works. And yeah, and then I mail them all at once, send you a tracking number, and you get your goodie in there. All of the items have details on them of how they can be used, what size they are, the colors they are, in case the pictures aren't clear, and all of that goodness. And like we said, there are 17 new ones this month. So if you haven't peeped them this month, get your peepers over there. And looky, look.
Very pretty.
Oh, thank you. I am a bit biased, but I also think so.
Entirely valid. Fair enough.
All right, if we're done setting up the away give, how about we talk about how SAO sees everyone inside the town?
Oh, my
They have
favorite.
very interesting ideas that are very suiting to them. When someone asked them in regards to Sundown and the eventual purge that we all have a assumption that is going to be part of it, they mentioned it's sort of like cutting off. It's like the amputation of a limb. The person who's going to get their arm cut off, it's going to hurt a lot and they're going to scream a lot, but in the end they're going to live. They don't see much problem in that, and
Yikes.
they claim they want what's best for the young, and considers the young minds to be precious. They say that they are our parents and grandparents, and all of our progenitors. It is thought by them that if they use too firm of a hand, the children of town will only know pain and run to the voices who weaponize their reaction. Personally, I do not think that lines up with how they actually act, but you know, I can't say much. They also claim that the adversary cursed mankind to suffer, and even though hosts died, they were calm and safe in the knowledge that their memories could endure. They also said that TID has ruined the chance for them, and for those who return to SAO, that the song is salvation from the void. And they seem to, with that sort of reference to inner teeth with the mention of the void, they say they do not see beauty in what is breathed, while inner teeth thinks the exact opposite. And inner teeth likes to reference the phrase, the Japanese phrase "mono no aware." Am I pronouncing that right? I believe so.
Yeah, I think so. Ooh, Kiwi said maybe like viewing the club like cancer cells. Kind of like with that amputation idea of like removing that and you still live, remove the cancer and you'll still live. Oh, yikes.
I've always considered all of the different agents as parts of its body in a way. So definitely it's very spot on metaphor for SEO to akin it to like cutting off a body, as they do consider it to be like their body.
Yeah.
Oh,
it makes sense for the kids or the club to be seen as a disease that must be gotten rid of, and sometimes you gotta cut some pieces off.
I don't like it.
They don't have much problem with that.
No, thank you.
This might also be in reference to the Watchers. I believe they mentioned a bunch of them are going missing or going quiet as well. So it might be in reference to that as well.
Very well could be. Also, congratulations to, what did I see? Silent? Was that our Awaken winner?
Silence and welcome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
If you are not in our Discord, we can grab you a link to get you in there, and then Zayden will look for a name that matches the name in Twitch to give that wonderful roll to, so you can emoji react on an away give. Congrats.
Soliloquy, not soliloquy. I have TBC brain.
Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, I'll tell you about SAO's possible traps. So it turns out Grandma's being spied on by the town. Our favorite legion of sleepwalkers and lucids in the form of SAO believe that Waika's searching for a juicy tidbit, and if they find out what it is, they can bait a trap. She just can't resist. Yeah. Also, every time I stop, it's because I have to remember to pronounce it Waika. I'm so used to saying it Waika. SAO isn't worried. SAO is unconcerned about the idea that their unity might fall, and regards the recalling of names as something non-threatening to them, as other watchers are at peace. SAO says that the story of how Joel died is a lie made up by TID. Which is, you know what? I believe it. It's a lie.
I wonder why you believe that.
Of course we gave this part to Zayden.
It's
Might
funny.
be a little bit of bias in there.
Hey, I haven't said anything else. Anyway.
Well, speaking of non-SAO things. Oh wait, no, it's still SAO. We're talking about okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I saw Cordis and I was like, "Oh, music. Oh, cool. It's a non-SEO thing." And then I was like, "Oh, wait, no. Cordis are SEO." Okay, my brain's a little mushy, okay?
If it has to do with music, it's gonna be about
Oh
SAO.
my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why am I have been so good. Why is shape on me? Big bully. Okay. So, SEO was talking about courtists and says that they take reports, sometimes from stalkers, and transcribe them into the song. So, I guess, I don't know how, because I'm not a stalker main, but maybe Zayden can tell us how stalkers would normally give their reports. Is it not always to courtists? Is it to watchers?
Yeah, well, you give the report to the watcher, and then the watcher gives it to the courtist, and then they verify the truth, quote unquote, right? And then, it gets added to the song or not.
Oh, so sometimes people are skipping the watchers and going straight to
Well,
the chorus.
sometimes you're having a conversation with your watcher, and you guys go on you guys tread on some, like some maybe we shouldn't talk about this type of situation, and then the watcher's like, I'm not gonna write that in the report, don't worry. But you guys just spoke about it, etc. So sometimes it's in your favor that you guys admit the information because you might get in trouble. But other times you try to tell them something that you think is true, and then they're like, nah, we're not gonna put that in the song because it's not true, sorry. And then you're like, but we saw it, and they're like, nah, but you didn't. And we were like, but we did. No, you didn't though. I was like, okay, I didn't, I guess. And then
Wow, what a fun fun life. Sounds good. Fun life. Okay, so next. Now I can really say not talking about SAO. Talking about In Her Teeth and Laugh Last getting together. Oh, how did I get the queasy lines? Okay. So, In Her Teeth, Goddess, Queen, we stan.
We did.
She responded to the question of why the heck she dated Laugh Last. And the reasoning is that she wanted those who were dying to be relieved of their pain, and he was able to make them laugh against the odds. She also thinks that this is because, unlike her hosts, jury atmospheres bored him, so this resulted in accidentally getting rid of it. She lastly noted that even I was young once, and it sounds like LL can be charming if he wants to. I know, it sounds so adorable to be like, but he could make them laugh. But then you have to realize all he does is tell booby and fart jokes. Come on!
I don't know what you're talking about. That is peak humor, in my opinion.
great
Very
humor.
humble and high-end opinion.
High-end humor.
Professional 16-year-old opinion. I am telling you that this is the best thing I've ever heard. Pee pee poo poo, sussus amogus, red imposture, vent vent.
Oh my,
Would
too
you
much.
call it high-end humor or rear-end humor?
Oh, no. No. And on that...
LL.
On that deflated note, I guess we'll have another away give. Dun dun dun. This is also for a physical away give, so same rules as before if you weren't with us. This is for a physical item that you can claim in our Discord in the Away Gives channel. You do have to have permission to give out your mailing address, or give yourself permission to give out your mailing address, etc. Smash that exclamation point giveaway. Oh, you really, yeah, nice. I watched that. Great form.
Thank you. I practiced.
Hands across the board.
I was like, I've got a taser, and instead I just sat there and was like, 10 out of 10, yes. All right, no lady. Yes, 10 out of 10. Ooh, it's so many people joining these giveaways. So also, friends, if you don't win a giveaway here, you can totally comment on our weekly Redacre recap videos, and every single week we pick a away give winner from that comment section. So if you don't win one here at the podcast, you have 4 other chances. I know. Hasty.
Too, so.
Yes. Congrats. Yes. Also, I'm not trying to flex, but Hasty did message me and was like, I don't have a die for you, like, kid yet. You know, I can, like, take your picture. And I, like, literally made my week. And I was like, hyperventilating, breathing. Yes, 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 yes.
His photography is incredible.
Oh my gosh, we get to see some in a little bit in the community segment. And literally, I wanted to lay down on the floor and just like soak it in because what they did was so cool. I cannot wait to show you. Yes, you can comment anything. Doesn't have to be, there's no like special keyword or anything. If you comment like poo poo pee pee fart jokes, like that still works, but I will have to read it. So if you cannot, that would be great too.
I'll judge you for it a little bit, but
all right, sorry for taking up so much time. Let's get into this media-based voice, question mark? What? Tell us.
heck yeah. So Gwen came by actually to deliver a message from Inner Teeth talking about what happened down in Toppenish. She mentioned that there may have been or may still be a quote-unquote rabid voice that uses images to communicate their principles to others. This voice was supposedly present at Toppenish and was the voice that caused the carnage that happened there initially. Inner Teeth also spoke about this voice who, along with a sibling, attempted to expose voices to the world, which may have possibly resulted in a slew of holy wars had it been successful. She doesn't have much proof to remark on in regards to that sibling helping them, but she says that she did secretly influence individuals while she brought in her own hosts to Toppenish, and she took the novel voices hosts' memories and scattered them after the fact.
Can we just appreciate how cool she is? Like, and she
so cool.
scattered them after the fact. Like, IHT appreciation. Okay.
I was very curious about this. I was in this interaction when they came by about it, and they didn't actually specify. Like, Inner Teeth said that she knew, or implied that she knew the voice's name, but refused to name them. Understandably so. But also, I'm very curious about the other voices that might have existed or been a part of that.
I totally.
I'm also.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Max.
Sorry.
No, you're totally fine.
I'm also curious that it's an image-based voice, but that's not really an ideal, is it? We don't actually know what they stood for. We only knew that they used images to communicate instead of words.
Just that they were quote-unquote rabid.
Okay, now for my immature comment. You all had very mature, amazing comments. My immature one is, if you had to pick a name for this rabid image-only voice, what kind of name would you think? Like Pixar Us?
I'm not sure, but the voice speaking through images kind of makes me wonder about the graves that we've seen on the moon before of other voices that used to reside. So, perhaps that could be something there, or it also makes me wonder about, like, kind of how SEO uses images too, and I wonder if they might have stolen some sort of gold tongue from them or something like that to make their own images. But I don't know. I just say that because of the weird footage that we have in the White Room, and it has like literally just like a bison that I just took a video of. I think.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So it just makes me wonder because I've asked them about that before a long time ago. They didn't really have much to say about it then. But I don't know. I wonder because sometimes we can only see things that voices can't see. Like, like for just like a hidden signal or something. So what if it's, I don't know. I'm just tinfoiling here, okay?
Yeah, that's a really good point. Because we have never I don't feel like gotten a really solid answer on why you filming buffalo and putting it in your room.
Because there are symbols for those dead voices there, so I wonder if we thought about it, maybe there's one there that could correspond to that, or I don't know, but that's just food for thought, I guess.
Oh, that's a really good
imagery is so distinct from both the word and Old Tongue. They're like it's completely separated from that.
Yeah.
Which is really neat. Oh
What is
no.
happening?
That
Hold
makes
on.
2 of us.
I'm about to turn gamer right now. Give me a second.
Do it.
The
Believe in
stalker who
you.
watched me take a tumble off the dream therapy pipe. No, you didn't.
Okay, I have to read some of the names from chat because they're too
Please.
good not to. So we had 1,000 words. We had paint the world, meme creator, see not hear, the holy bison, chew the cud, hear no evil, speaks in bison, the holy buffalo. I love it so much. Maybe the buffalo can be a friend to our deer up here. That's not what I want to do. Okay. I can get Maxwell, I think. I might stun him just for fun, though. Just for funsies. So no promises.
Oh, cheeky. That's what you get when you're in the song.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, friends. This is intense gamer mode right now.
At our jukes.
We
Excuse
are
me?
gaming right now, dude.
Sorry, I'm slippery.
I was like in your face. Oh my
You know,
gosh.
Yeah, but what's
Maxwell slathers himself in oil before a mission to make sure he's extra. Great.
Why won't it let me? Oh, I'm pressing the okay.
Morning.
I was pressing the wrong button. It was all me. I was gamer
Hello.
bad.
Good morning and thank you. I am red-eyed and I don't like that.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Wow, wowie, wowie.
Wowie, wowie.
Wowie, wowie.
Wowie, wowie.
Hey, we. Oh no. Oh, I jumped into the shape's arms in like the most beautiful dance. The most. Oh. Oh. I keep getting saved, but. Oh, darn. Alright, you
I'm
guys
coming.
got
I'm
this.
I should probably heal first, but you know what? It's fine. It's completely fine.
Hey,
We are
this is
simply
called calculated gameplays right here. That's what you come for, right? That's what you come for.
Most definitely. Maxwell, why are you hiding in a house?
It's cold outside. Don't you know?
Fair enough. Mighty cold in these woods here, kiddo.
This is a house.
Man, this is a house.
Well, this was terrible.
they both came for me and
Here.
I
Yeah,
ran.
she's like, no, don't leave the house. It's empty in here. I walk out and there's a sleeper and a lucid. This isn't gonna go well.
Thank you.
Oh no! Control. Let's go, Pago.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
That's not Pago.
Oh no. Alright. Zayden,
Oh,
you go
goodness.
grab the binder. I'll get
I got the
Finchy.
binder.
Nice. Gotta get
So
some.
lucid stop camping.
Yeah, freaking camper. Now the shape's camping.
Dude,
He's
I don't
gonna
know how, but it looks like Maxwell got all that oil and butter on Finch.
No more
I
hugging.
got it all over me.
Guys, 6 feet
Thank you.
distance.
You're welcome. This is not worth the snacks, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, cheese it.
Now we all get to be asthmatics to the exit. Yay.
Oh man,
I got
that
my
would-
energy bar. I don't know what you're talking about.
I haven't picked up like anything. I've been talking theories.
My energy bar takes away my asthma.
I wish that
Alrighty.
happened in real life. All right. Where were
Honestly.
we? We were talking and paying homage to In Her Teeth, best, coolest mom goddess.
Speaking of the end,
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot it's my turn.
No worries.
All right.
all good.
So, Tid at one point described his end goal. What is his conclusion he would like to have for Redacre? And he essentially says he wants to bring the pack together, not in like a perfect unity where everyone thinks the same way, that sort of thing, but also not in the selfish individualism some could argue HTS sort of pushes. He'd rather have sort of like a family, band together not because they lose the band's together, but doesn't lose individuality from doing so. Wow.
Wait,
And
Maxwell, you know what you have to
Yeah.
do. Just saying. You know. When the
What?
words look like that, you know what you gotta
Oh.
do.
didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
What?
When the words are big and bold and all caps, you have to do your best impression of whoever's.
No,
Yes. It's a
Tid
rule.
voice. Okay, the current Tid. Okay, to clarify, new Tid is never spoken. Only Anarchy Tid. So, technically, there's no voice. I shouldn't be saying anything.
Well, no, there's no voice, so it's perfect because there's nothing for you to impersonate. It's up
Yeah.
to your own impersonation.
Perfect.
Oh, what does he sound like in your head?
Oh god, that's not a good deal, right?
I believe in
Between
you.
slavish unity like Redacre and their own rogue, desperate aims, I wish very simply for them to behave like a family, not like a mere colony. The best families band together. That's all I got.
That was good.
It's really hitting the nail on my favorite found family trope.
Yeah.
I don't think this union is possible personally, but I yeah, I think it's gonna fall apart.
I wonder why.
What in the
Why do you
world
think
would make
like
you say
that?
that?
I think that because it's just happened over and over again. Anytime we have some sort of like quote unquote perfect unity, like a voice is born and then mamadas happen, you know, like for everybody. So
I'm sorry, did you say I think?
Whoa,
well, I'm not
whoa,
about-
whoa, whoa.
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 Hold on, guys. Am I supposed to be role playing? Hold on. Because I just said grandma 9 different times.
Wicka Walsley, Wicka Walsley, Wicka Walsley.
Oh no.
But anyway. Beep beep hashtag punt the child. I absolutely agree. It's funny. So yeah. Anyway.
Oh my
So
god.
TID wanting to find Bells. The TID talks about how he wishes to find Bells because she was the one to find his first fragment, which kicked off the hunt for kids to gather more. And then TID believes whatever she saw and recorded was not just of SAO, but possibly someone else as well. If I had to guess, and I'm pretty sure people have already guessed this too, she got a recording of the voice, and that's why she is in perma jail, basically. Baiting HTS to attack DFY. According to Dax, DFY wants to act like a good martyr and have us goad HTS into attacking him. He wants to prove himself, even if it kills them. Sounds on brand, and I actually fucking said this so many episodes ago, so I am so happy that I'm right, but also kind of sad because I didn't want this to happen. This sucks, but I mean, it might happen. It might be successful, right? But okay.
You know it's legit when Satan drops a swears. That means he's serious.
That means, wow, he's actually super serious right now, guys.
Actually,
Hello.
super serious.
Mega serious Satan right now.
And on that super serious note, we have our final away give for today's episode, which is another physical away give. So these are items that you can see and preview on the Redacre Neighborhood Watch Discord. They are physical items, so please make sure you have permission to give out your mailing address or give yourself permission to give it out if you are old enough. And they will be mailed to you. There's a bunch to pick from and choose from. There's some voice stuff on there. There's some curses. There's some general creepy eyeball stuff. There's 17 new ones this month. So hopefully there's something in there that you like.
Sure there will be. I'll look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
There's so many different things in there, so I'm absolutely sure you'll find something.
Ha ha ha. I already have some new ones for next month. I'm so excited to show you, but I can't show you yet. It's really hard. Winter!
So much fun.
Congratulations! Woohoo! Congrats.
So, winter's awesome. Yeah, just
I know. I love it so much.
Lottery, exactly. I said, yeah. What are you winning the lottery?
But also remember, if you did not win today, but you are interested in winning, you can get a chance to win every week in the comment section of the Redacre recaps. Just a comment is required, and I just pick a random number between how many comments are there. So there's no like code or password. You could just even say hi, and that's all it takes. So there's 4 more chances to win before the next podcast, which is very exciting. And now we are pretty much ready for the community segment once we get this fun little mission over. Oh.
Audio bugs? You shouldn't have. Really, honestly. Give me another mission.
Munchity munchin.
Yes, and then the art.
I want to get it over quicker. I can. Ooh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
If we want to make it go a little quicker, I can split up the audio.
Yeah, I was about
Sure.
The audio bugs.
Sure.
I'm causing so much sin. Forgive me.
I can hear it.
Do you ever get in that mood where you're just like, I want to go from place A to place B and I don't want to sneak. I'm just going to run and drop traps. Do you ever do that? It's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I just did.
I'd like to get from point A to point B, and there are things in my way, so
Yes.
I'm going to go through those things.
Yes, we do. Leroy Jenkins style, for sure. All right, you guys, while we're finishing this mission, I have a very important, very serious, and very high-class question for you. And it's all of those things, I promise.
Do you carry a lunchbox?
Wait, what was that?
Carry a lunchbox.
No, that was not my question. How dare you think that was my question? My question is, if in real life you had a club like this that paid you in snacks, what kind of snacks would you want to be paid in? It's a very serious, real life applicable question, you know.
Reese's Pieces.
Easily.
Cool Ranch Doritos and sour gummy worms.
Oh my gosh. Crate just said Cool Ranch Doritos too. You could get paid
Let's
by the
go,
same
Crate.
team. Crunchy Cheetos. Ooh, Skittles. Garlic rye
Oh,
chips.
Skittles is solid.
Kit
Ketchup potato
Kats.
chips.
The Dorito. The brown
Does, like,
things in the
fancy
Chex
hazelnut
Mix.
chocolate count as a snack?
If you want it to be a snack, it can be a snack. I promise. In this very
I
real
would
life,
add
not hypothetical
To
question.
my pile, but also Tingles Broccoli?
We have someone who has healthy snacks. Go you.
I
Go
respect
you and
it,
your
but
blood sugar
broccoli?
count.
Is it just
Not even
broccoli?
carrots? Isn't there like ranch dip? Is it like
Wait, hold on. Is this like broccoli? Like just broccoli? Like how do you eat just broccoli for long periods of time?
I mean, carefully.
I think it goes tree first, and you pretend like you're a dinosaur, like a long neck, and then you're like, I'm eating trees.
Okay, still broccoli is valid.
Yeah, there you go. Bye, stalker friend. All right, friends. Let me click a few buttons and get our community segment up and ready to roll because, oh my goodness, as usual, the art is breathtaking and I can't wait to show you. It is so good. Okay. Let's sit back, relax, take a big stretch, take a sip of water, hydrate yourself, and let's look at this month's community segment, where Zayden is probably going to be posting links? Question mark? Yes?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you. Okay. Our first is from Kipasar. This was submitted by Bonnabelle, and this is actually the result of an RNW art commission from, I can't remember, I think it was two podcasts ago, I believe. And this is Bonnabelle's character. Obviously got a little hunt the strong on the lollipop, a little seed the grudge in the back, mischievous face, a little dance for us on the shoulder. I love it. What do you guys think?
I love the sense of
I love the
perspective.
details here. Absolutely, and the expressiveness and the pose. Absolutely love that.
I love it too, except for the lollipop. The lollipop's probably like cinnamon flavored and bad. As I start to cry. I'm just kidding. I love the lollipop too.
Yes, cinnamon flavored.
That makes sense because cinnamon's nasty. Okay. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, Kipasar, for being one of our artists that gives away a commission slot. We love the artists that let us bring them random people and make art for them. It's great. We also have a different Fiverr artist, Anfissa Kist. I probably butchered that. Hopefully I did okay. This was submitted by Hasty. So this is so adorable. Okay, I have to calm myself so I can read it. This was a gift commission for Patch Rabbit, who is a Die For You chosen player. So this is a fluffy bunny rabbit with blue-purple fur and glowing ears and whiskers that's based off of the Die For You voice mask. What do you guys think?
I love it. I
So
love the design.
cute. Love the color work that they did.
I just want to squish it. I want it to be a 3D thing.
Cute.
It's so
It's amazing.
Gosh,
It's amazing they still pulled off the flower design while making the shape of a rabbit.
right?
Still nailed the flower petal texture, which I think is super cool.
It's so pleasing to look at. The color palette is great. We also have some fun stuff from this person named Finch. I'm not sure if you've heard of them, but they're pretty much awesome. So we have two different things were submitted. On the left, on the vertical part, this was submitted by Medusa of their character. And then on the right, we have what was submitted by RK. And RK gave us a little blurb that says, "This is a commission of RK and my stalker kid, Aaron, who really only makes appearances in my short stories and occasionally in art. Finch did such a great job and even gave me some alternate backgrounds like the 3-strike symbol when you get shaped 3 times." Where do we start? Finch, we love your work so much.
Thank you so much. I really had so much fun working on both of these. Like, if you couldn't tell, love doing dramatic lighting. So Black October was the perfect outlet for that, and I always have a lot of fun working on everyone's characters. It's so cool seeing people's designs for their own kids.
Oh, and the fact that you can like sit there on a 2D space and like bring those characters to life just always leaves me in awe.
I really like how the backgrounds have a sort of almost like a material quality. Like they aren't just like flat colors. They have almost like they're put in like painted onto a wall of sorts. Little details like that.
That is so
I
true.
love texturing.
It looks so great. So congratulations to our winner of a Finch commission slot, because this is your artist and they're amazing.
Thank you.
We also have some work from Hasty, which I kind of gave you a little teaser of. Okay, first of all, take it in. Second of all, I have a blurb to read that's just so cool. Okay, the blurb. To celebrate playing the Blackout Club for a year, by the way, congratulations, your 1 year mark. Woo! I created this set of portraits featuring my character's development from new recruit to Seed the Grudge chosen, using devotion card frames to convey her growth. Each devotion card roughly represents a season of time: spring, summer, fall, winter, and back to spring. The screenshots were taken by myself using an alt account on a second laptop, literally dual wielding keyboards, and the devotion card frames are hand traced. Holy smokes, what do you guys think?
I commented on this when it was posted in the Discord, and my points still stand. I love the details here. I love the poses, and I love the composition so much. It's such a cool concept in general.
It always amazes me, like the kind of poses you can do just by doing an emote and getting those perfect moments that are almost unreplicatable.
Definitely agreed.
So true. Thank you so much, Hasty, for submitting. This has been great to see the progression of your character, and of course, we're so glad you're still here a year later. That's a huge milestone, so congratulations.
Happy anniversary!
Yeah. We also have some absolutely beautiful artwork from Stacey, also known as Serial Spiller, which I cannot get over how much I love that handle. It's so great every time I see it. It's wonderful. So, okay, their blurb is, this is a drawing of my TBC kid, Isa Castillo. I ended up editing the background, so there's 2 pictures. Sorry, they asked me just to use the second one, but I thought it was so cool that I put both. So, sorry. I wanted to show off both. Yeah, I thought it was cool because I felt like the night sky here on this side was like everything's all right, and then like here when it gets a little deeper, it's like something's happening in Redacre.
I like the background. If you actually cross your eyes because you put them side by side, you can make it 3D if you line them up. It's kind of far, so you might have to squint a little bit, but yeah, I don't know if people do that, but you could do 3D stuff like that.
That is super cool. Now I'm just gonna go cross-eyed for the rest of this. Cool.
I love Stuck's art style so much, and your detailing with the hair is just absolutely lovely.
The line work looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these cute little pins too. Oh, okay, it's adorable. I know. Oh, the people that do Halo work. I already told Finch this, but literally every time Finch draws a Halo, I just like want to reach in and just like take a bite. It's just so good. So I love Halo artwork. Thank you so much, Stacey, for submitting this. Absolutely gorgeous. We also have some amazing work from TF Spirit. So they said, hello, hi, don't mind me missing a month because I forgot what day it was. Hey, we have all been there, no worries. So we have some pictures on the left that were submitted with the comment of, it shows how inconsistent their art style is. I'm sorry. Here we call that versatility. Look how versatile your art style is, which is great.
Yeah.
Your art style is so cute.
Yes, I totally agree. We also have a page 2 of a comic, and then on the right, they said that they got their last stubborn friend to play TBC, and they died almost immediately and love it. So that's for their friend. What do you guys think?
I love the expressiveness of your art style. It is very cute.
It's very simple and it works extremely well.
Mhm.
I agree.
Especially
I love it so
with the
much.
comic.
That bottom frame, I just like, I need to cut that off right there and just be like, that's a mood, like in and of itself. I love it. It's so great. All right, we also have some awesome art from Suma. We have same pose but 2 different versions. One obviously with the shape in front and one without of their character. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I love this concept. This is a super cool composition, and the shading and lighting is very well done.
I really like the. You can obviously. I just like the idea of the 2 images that are very similar, but one sort of shows a different truth than the other.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just love how everyone's always like, oh, drawing hands are so hard. I myself, like, I can't draw anyway, but like, drawing hands sounds terrible. I would never attempt it. And then Suma's like, hold my pen, drawing all the hands. Here we go. And they're all awesome. Looks great. Thank you for submitting, Suma. We also have some art from Cretaceous. Okay, so there's a couple of things in here in case you didn't notice. I had to Tetris them a little bit. So here is the wonderful blurb. It's an assortment of various things that Crate has worked on over the last 2 months. So in here we have an art commission that was Ode to Melvs from a R&W Away Give, and that's them in the middle munching on a bagel. And Crate said they really liked how the angle turned out on this one. I totally agree. And then there's also some shenanigans with Chris and Kirby's kid, where they're really angry and also using IHT's mask as free interdimensional snack storage. There is also a commission for RK of both her favorite tinfoil inks machines and her stalker Erin, which is great. We have another RK piece, of course. We have to have at least one. And there's also a piece of Crate's Kid based on Persona 5's Beneath the Mask. And there are also physical keycaps of the voices. And as a final mention, commissions are open for them, and the price of their slots is going up after the next round, so contact them if you're interested. I know I just said a ton. What do you guys think?
Awesome. Great. We have some by the way.
So many different talents. It is so cool. I love all of these and the complete range in style and perspective and medium. Fantastic.
It's honestly super impressive just how, just like the range of what they can do from everything from black and white sketches to full flat colors to shading.
I completely agree. I think if I had to pick like my one favorite detail in all of this, it would be RK's sassy hand on hip. Like that stance just like is so well done, and you can tell just sitting there with the phone out, a little impatient, a little bit sassy, and like just the way that Crate can always convey so much in just like a single pose without, having to overdo it or anything is lovely. Oh, RK insisted that I do the gay pose. It's perfect. I love it so much.
Thank you, RK, for insisting. We needed it.
Absolutely. All right, and that.
But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Did I skip you?
No, you did not.
Okay.
Did we pass one? I think we passed Patch Rabbits.
Yeah, I think I accidentally drug them out of order because I have that up on screen right now. We have Patch Rabbit, and this is a picture of the Die For You flower from his DLC pack, drawn and based directly off of a screenshot. Patch Rabbit said that they felt like trying something new, and the DLC boxcar decoration seemed like a good subject. Holy moly, what do you guys think?
Looks
So
sharp.
cool.
The interpretation is very interesting. Like
Patch
the
Rabbit actually. Go on.
oh, I just really like that concept of it being semi-sacrificial in nature, which sort of matches up with Daifuyu's whole thing. Which I definitely like that interpretation of it.
Mm-hmm. Patch Rabbit actually was sending me progress shots as she was working on this, and it was so cool seeing her entire process and like how detailed she got with the blood splatters, with all the scratches on the metal, and all the little textures. It's super cool.
How weathered and worn it looks. Like, it has a lot of history to it, and it comes with a lot of character already. So I definitely love how they were able to portray that. Very, very, very good art.
I also love that. I love the texture of it feels, I don't want to say rough, but it feels like kind of like needy. And I feel like that's a lot of Daifuru, like needing to be that protector, like needing to be that sacrifice and that martyr. And I don't know, for some reason, like the textures used and the way things are kind of like scrappy like that just speaks that way to me as well. I don't know, just me. All right, that is our community segment. So, of course, if you would like to submit work for next month's community segment, we have the submission form linked in our Twitch panels below, in our Twitter bio, and it can be anything. It could be artwork, poems, stories, songs, community guides, anything that you make and create for the community. We want to show you off, basically. Great job to everyone that did submit. We are going to do our random words, a random away give.
Random away give.
You can't say the word that I just said.
For the YouTube.
Okay, the random number.
Random away give people that submitted their art without being drawn.
Okay, random. I'm sorry, I was typing in Google to get the random number generator up. Okay.
She was typing and then saying what she was typing, basically.
Yes.
Great. Yeah.
Okay, so the random number is number 1. Scrolling. All right, that will be Kipisar. So Kip, I'm not sure they've seen him in chat today, but I will let him know that he has won an away give from our lovely physical away give, Stuff. And that is our community segment. Thank you, everyone who submitted. Thank you for all of you who are being so supportive of our artists and our contributors and creators in chat. It's so lovely to just come together and look at all the amazing things that people have come up with.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Finch, for coming in and being our guest today, and Maxwell for being our certified lore hound. And thank you again for all the work that you have done. We will miss you dearly.
It was an honor to do so. It was very fun while I had the energy to do it.
It does take a lot.
Thank you all for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mac.
I don't know if you guys heard that. Did you?
Oh no.